I'm your host, Chris Barbee of Alumni Relations. On this edition of 10 or 10, 10 minutes or 10 questions, we welcome Kate Stoetzner, Director of International Student and Scholar Services at Grand Valley. With a heart and personality as big as all of outdoors and winner of the Most Infectious Laugh Award, Kate plays the role of ultimate den mother to more than 400 international students from over 85 countries. Kate says, "My favorite part of my job is helping international students to be successful." Kate loves all things silver and sparkly and spends the majority of her free time supporting her two children in all their endeavors. She was raised in Michigan's Upper Peninsula and has an ongoing love affair with the state of the Great Lakes. Kate, great to have you on today.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
Well, let's get started with the questions. First of all, what historical moment in time would you like to have witnessed?
Ooh. A historical time that I would have liked to have witnessed. Honestly, I think I would have loved to have witnessed some of the conquests that happened where the people have risen up against power. And I think it's so relevant today to what's going on in our world, where people just engaging with each other have been fighting for centuries to make things more equal and more just for themselves. And I think, when I think back to times, whether in Europe or in Egypt, things like that, where people have come up, I don't know that there's a specific time, but boy, I'm always interested when it's power to the people.
You prefer the beach or the forest?
The beach, every time. Any beach, anywhere, anytime. Sign me up. Winter, spring, summer, fall, it doesn't matter.
You did not hesitate on that one.
Yeah, that one's easy.
What's the one thing people would be surprised to know about you?
I think people would be surprised to know that I have very few actually close friends. I have many, many friends all over the world that I love dearly, and I have just a small handful of people that are super close to me.
Family pets and their names.
Oh, yes. So at my house right now, we have a beagle named Sparkles. I do love things sparkly. We have a golden doodle her name is Harper, and she's a tripod, so she only has 3 legs. We have a cat her name is Zulu, and she is one of the Hemingway cats, so has many fingers on her toes. And then we have a guinea pig named Autumn.
Wow, that's quite a crew you got there.
Yes.
I didn't know where you were going with the tripod, but now I understand. So
yes.
Can you name your elementary school and your favorite elementary school teacher?
Absolutely. I actually had 2 elementary schools. I went to Silver Creek Elementary and Sandy Knoll Elementary, and my favorite teacher has got to be Mrs. Smeeberg in 3rd grade. And surprisingly, Chris, she actually thought I was quiet. So she brought it up to my mom in conferences and said, I'm kind of concerned that Kate is so quiet. And Mom was like, we don't need to worry. She's going to be just fine. It's just brand new.
And look at you now. Look at
me now. Yes, the quiet, not an issue. Nobody in the world except for Mrs. Smeeberg who thinks I might be quiet.
All right. What is the one country that has escaped you so far that you'd like to visit?
Oh, Chris, number 1 on my list to go to is India. We have so many students that come to Grand Valley and share their stories and their culture with me. And India is diverse in how they celebrate each other, how they celebrate love, the food that they eat. I've got to get there.
All right.
I'm waiting for all of our Indian students to graduate and go home and have babies, and then I'm going to go on a kissing baby tour is my plan. It'll be the first of the kind, the first Alumni Relations kissing baby tour. It's going to be awesome.
I guess we're a sponsor of that now, so.
Yes. It's not going to work during COVID, but, we'll work on that.
All right. You can lay the plan now and then activate it as soon as this is all over. So
yes.
I'm glad I was on the front end of that so that I know about this. So It is known that you have a love affair with the state of Michigan. What three things solidify that love for the mitten?
Well, I love our lakes, as we've sort of talked about, and I love the big lakes, and I love the little lakes, and I love the rivers. I like the idea that people go up north. I like being from the north and living, way down south, all these miles away from my hometown. I'm from Marquette in the Upper Peninsula. And so the lakes are number one, the people, number two. There isn't a Michigander who wouldn't help you out in a pinch. I grew up knowing that in the UP, you had a flat tire. It was like a big event. Everybody would come and help you out. It's less of a big event in Grand Rapids. It's not the whole neighborhood reporting on it, but I like that people pay attention and care about each other. And honestly, I love the snow. Bring it on.
Oh,
yes.
See, you just ruined it for me, Kate. You were going,
you
were going.
You were
along
right
so
along
well.
with me. No, I like the snow. It's good.
All right. One song that you totally got the words wrong growing up. What was that one song that you were just singing that the words were not even close?
Oh, Chris, I am not. I am not diverse in my music tastes.
Okay.
So I only listen to either Meatloaf, which may be a surprise, or ABBA, or Barbara Streisand. It's a very small niche that I have. They don't necessarily work together. But I grew up listening to those three. I love them so much. I don't know that I've ever gotten any of their words wrong.
I've done a number of these interviews, but that might be one of the best answers we've had so far. Meatloaf.
Yeah. Nobody likes Meatloaf like I do. I love Meatloaf. The moment my kids and my husband leave the house, I've got Meatloaf blaring. The dogs are like, what in the world? What is this heaven that we are in? I'm like, exactly, this is heaven.
I don't
know. The neighbors
are
like, really, you're leaving Kate alone for the day? Like, because I just blast it. I have my speaker. I don't listen to Meatloaf when anyone else is home, but man, the moment I can, and I know all the words.
Wow. That maybe goes back to the one thing that people would be surprised to know about you. So
they might be surprised to know I'm a huge Meatloaf fan.
Now, I will never listen to him the same way again. So, but Thank you for that. And I will never look at you the same way again now. So thank you for that. So your proudest moment as a professional?
One of the things that I'm most proud of is several years ago, I received the Laker of the Year award. And honestly, I was quite surprised by that, to be recognized by the student body for the work that I've done for international students. As you know, the international students, that's a small population on our campus. Less than 2% of the student population are international students. Of course, I feel like they're the greatest and most prolific group on campus because it's the group I see the most. But to be recognized by the student body, and presented by Student Senate, the Laker of the Year award, that was shocking and thrilling and humbling.
Well, not shocking at all. The passion that you put into the job that you do on a daily basis, that was, in my eyes, an easy decision to make. So you are well known across campus. You work hard, and you epitomize working for the students. That Den Mother reference that I made earlier, that's what I think of you as. So, well
thank you
deserved.
so much, Chris. Yeah, thank you.
Last question, and we got about a minute to go. You're in an elevator going up. It stops. Who do you wish to be stuck with?
Oh man, I'm a nightmare on an elevator. I'm like the one on the elevator, everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna just talk and talk. I get on an airplane and I'm like, look at you, 1,000 people captive to be my audience. I don't care who's on the elevator. Doesn't matter to me. I'm happy to have a chat, and I will do all of the talking. It's totally fine.
You're the person on the airplane that I avoid then.
Yes, everyone who sees me coming on, I'm like, hi, here I am. They're like, newspapers up, earbuds in. I'm like, does your earbud, I think you need to take it out and have a chat with me. You can imagine international flights. I'm like, yeah, we're going to get to know each other, whether you're ready or not.
Yeah, I see you coming.
We'll have a moment of weakness in a 12-hour flight.
Sounds good. Well, Kate, thank you for making me laugh today. So I appreciate your time, and good to learn a few more things about you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Chris. Thanks so much.
All right. Have a good rest of the week.
Yes, you too.